This module is intended to deepen learners' understanding of the challenges in contemporary forest management. It explores the complex issue of deforestation pressures, helping learners grasp the environmental consequences and explore mitigation methods. The module also addresses socioeconomic barriers, emphasizing the complexities related to community involvement, economic factors, and policy implementation. Additionally, learners will assess technological and research gaps in forest management, fostering a critical perspective on areas needing innovation. Without any delay, let's dive into the module. As global awareness of environmental sustainability grows, the challenges and limitations of forest management practices have become increasingly evident. The delicate balance between ecological preservation and economic utilization poses a complex dilemma for forest managers. Forest management practices play a critical role in balancing environmental conservation, economic development, and societal needs. However, they are confronted with various challenges and limitations that necessitate careful consideration and innovative solutions. As the demand for forest resources continues to increase alongside growing concerns about biodiversity loss, climate change, and sustainable development, understanding the complexities and constraints of forest management becomes imperative. From the relentless pressures of deforestation driven by human activities to the intricate socioeconomic barriers influencing decision-making and the persistent technological and research gaps hindering comprehensive solutions, each facet presents a unique hurdle. In this module, we will delve into these critical subtopics, exploring the multifaceted nature of forest management challenges and the imperative need for holistic strategies to address them. Deforestation pressures. Deforestation, a pressing global concern, poses a substantial threat to the delicate balance of forest ecosystems, contributing to widespread environmental degradation, loss of biodiversity, and adverse impacts on climate patterns. Recent data from the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, reveals a staggering annual loss of approximately 10 million hectares of forest due to diverse human activities. This alarming trend is primarily fueled by 1. The expansion of agricultural activities, 2. Logging practices, and 3. The relentless encroachment of urbanization and infrastructure development. Agricultural expansion remains a major driver of deforestation, with the increasing demand for food and cash crops pushing the boundaries of forests. The World Wildlife Fund, WWF, underscores the profound implications of this trend, noting that nearly 80% of Earth's terrestrial biodiversity relies on forests for their habitat. This escalating conversion of forests into agricultural lands raises concerns about the loss of habitat and the potential extinction of numerous species. Logging, both legal and illegal, further intensifies deforestation pressures, contributing to the degradation of primary and old-growth forests. Real-time data and analysis from the Global Forest Watch, an initiative by the World Resources Institute, highlight the ongoing challenges associated with monitoring and regulating logging activities globally. The loss of these crucial habitats and carbon sinks not only jeopardizes biodiversity but also exacerbates the impacts of climate change. Urbanization and infrastructure development represent additional contributors to deforestation. As cities expand, forests are often sacrificed for housing, industries, and transportation networks. The United Nations Environment Programme UNEP stresses the importance of sustainable urban planning to mitigate these adverse effects on forested areas. Balancing urban development with conservation efforts is essential to ensure the sustainable coexistence of human populations and forest ecosystems. Addressing deforestation pressures necessitates a holistic approach that combines conservation initiatives, sustainable land use practices, and the implementation of effective policies to manage resources responsibly. Leveraging technology, such as satellite imagery and remote sensing, can significantly aid in monitoring and enforcing regulations to combat illegal logging and land use changes. In conclusion, understanding the multifaceted causes and consequences of deforestation is pivotal in devising effective strategies for forest management. By acknowledging the intricate challenges posed by deforestation pressures, stakeholders can work collaboratively to implement sustainable solutions that preserve the essential functions of forests for current and future generations. Socioeconomic barriers. The challenges and limitations of forest management practices extend beyond ecological considerations to encompass a complex array of social barriers. These obstacles are rooted in the interactions between human communities and forests, influencing the success of conservation efforts and sustainable resource use. Examining recent data and authoritative sources sheds light on the intricate nature of these social challenges. 1. Indigenous rights and local communities. Indigenous communities often bear a close relationship with forests, relying on them for livelihoods and cultural practices. Struggles over land rights and access to forest resources persist, impacting effective forest management. According to a report by the Rights and Resources Initiative, Indigenous peoples and local communities legally own or manage just 18% of the world's forests, despite inhabiting and caring for these areas. 2. Conflicting stakeholder interests. Forests are valuable for various stakeholders, including local communities, industries, and governments. Balancing these conflicting interests is a formidable social barrier. The World Bank highlights the challenge of aligning conservation goals with economic development, emphasizing the need for inclusive decision-making processes. 3. Lack of community engagement. Effective forest management requires the active participation of local communities. However, insufficient community engagement remains a significant barrier. A study published in the Journal of Environmental Management emphasizes the importance of inclusive governance structures to enhance community involvement in decision-making processes. 4. Limited awareness and education. Lack of awareness and education about the importance of forests and sustainable practices contributes to unsustainable resource use. The Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO) underscores the need for education campaigns to promote responsible forest management and enhance community understanding. Addressing these social barriers requires a holistic approach that recognizes the rights of indigenous communities, engages diverse stakeholders in decision-making processes, and prioritizes education and awareness. Only through inclusive strategies can forest management practices effectively navigate the intricate landscape of social challenges. Technological and research gaps. Navigating the intricate landscape of forest management requires a comprehensive understanding of the multifaceted challenges and limitations that extend beyond ecological considerations. Among these complexities, technological and research gaps emerge as critical hurdles, impeding the progress of sustainable practices and conservation endeavors. In this exploration, we delve into the challenges and limitations of forest management practices because of technology and research gaps, shedding light on the pressing need to address these gaps for the effective stewardship of our vital forest ecosystems. 1. Limited integration of advanced technologies. Forest monitoring relies on advanced technologies such as geographic information systems, GIS, and remote sensing. However, there needs to be more widespread adoption of these tools. According to the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe, UNES, increased investment in modern technologies is essential to enhance forest data collection and analysis. 2. Disparities in data accessibility. Accessibility to comprehensive and up-to-date forest data varies globally, with some regions facing significant challenges. The Global Forest Observations Initiative, GFOI, highlights disparities in data availability among countries, stressing the importance of international collaboration and capacity building to bridge these gaps. 3. Research gaps in ecosystem dynamics. Understanding the dynamics of forest ecosystems is crucial for informed management decisions. Research gaps persist, particularly in assessing the long-term effects of climate change on forests and the intricate interactions within ecosystems. 4. Innovation deficiency in sustainable practices. Innovations in sustainable forestry practices play a pivotal role in balancing conservation and resource use. However, there is a noticeable deficiency in research and development efforts aimed at identifying and implementing innovative approaches. Efforts to close these technological and research gaps demand a coordinated approach, involving increased investment in cutting-edge technologies, international collaboration for data sharing, and targeted research initiatives to address specific knowledge deficits. Addressing these challenges is imperative for the evolution of forest management practices in the face of a changing global environment. In conclusion, this module has intricately examined the challenges surrounding contemporary forest management practices. The pressing issue of deforestation, fueled by agricultural expansion, logging, and urbanization, necessitates a comprehensive response. The imperative lies in the adoption of conservation initiatives, sustainable land use practices, and the strategic utilization of technology to preserve the crucial ecological functions of forests. Furthermore, the exploration of socioeconomic barriers underscores the complex interplay between human communities and forests. Struggles over indigenous rights, conflicting stakeholder interests, and the significance of community engagement emphasize the pivotal role of inclusive decision-making processes and widespread education. Delving into technological and research gaps has shed light on critical hurdles impeding sustainable forest management. From the limited integration of advanced technologies to disparities in data accessibility and innovation deficiencies, a concerted effort is required. Increased investment, international collaboration, and innovative approaches are essential to address these challenges comprehensively. As we contemplate the path forward, a collective commitment is paramount to ensure the resilience and adaptability of forest management practices in the ever-evolving global environmental landscape.